There are lots of ways to save energy around your house. Let's quickly go through several options and their cost to you. Links to references are available if you're viewing this video on the BuyPhone site. During the video, the green boxes will be filled with useful resources. All you need to do is click on the picture for more information about whatever is showing in that box. If the picture disappears before you can click on it for more information, just rewind the video a bit and it'll come back. If you can't see the green boxes surrounding this video, you may want to try this site to see how much more interactive video can be. But now, let's get to saving some energy and money. Perhaps the easiest way to save energy and money is to change out incandescent light bulbs for energy-efficient compact fluorescent lights. All you need to do is unscrew the old bulb and replace it with a new one. The new compact fluorescent lights are a bit more expensive than your old incandescent bulbs, but they will save you money on electricity. Compact fluorescent lights cost about $2 or $3 each and last much longer than incandescent bulbs. Click on the picture of the bulb to the right of this video for more information from Energy Star on bulb selection and cost savings. One thing you should know about compact fluorescent lights is that most of them shouldn't be put on circuits that have dimmers or automatic timers on them. The electronics aren't compatible. But you can probably find 2 or 3 places in your home where lights are on a lot. Changing just a few bulbs will make a big difference. You can even keep the old incandescent bulbs you take out for when the ones you don't want to change burn out. Depending on where you live, insulation can be a very important factor in reducing heating and cooling costs. While replacing single glazed windows with double glazed windows will definitely reduce your energy costs, this is not where to start. First, examine your doors and windows to be sure they properly seal. If not, seal the cracks with caulk or weather stripping. Caulk and weather stripping are very inexpensive, but take a little effort to install. The payoff can be large. Click on the picture of the door for more information on this. Attic and even wall insulation can also reduce your home heating and cooling costs. This gets more expensive, but attic insulation may be a do-it-yourself job if you're adventurous. Check for incentives and tax credits to help offset the cost of insulating your home. As long as we're talking about inside temperature, consider turning down the thermostat in the winter and turning it up in the summer. The first step is to be sure you have a programmable thermostat, which can adjust the temperature at different times of day. This will allow you to turn off the heating and cooling when you're not at home and turn it to less comfortable ranges when you're asleep. Programmable thermostats cost around $30. They're also very easy to install. Click on the picture of the thermostat to see how to do it. Using solar to heat water may be another step you want to take. This works well in most places, but not all. There are a few different approaches, but the least expensive will preheat the cold water going into your existing hot water heater. While this won't eliminate the use of energy to heat water, it can greatly reduce it. The idea is that the hot water heater doesn't have to heat the cold water, it only needs to maintain the heat of hot water. For example, if cold water comes into your existing hot water heater at 70 degrees, it needs to heat it to another 50 degrees for use. However, if a rooftop heater can heat this water to 120 degrees before it hits your hot water heater, the water heater has no work to do before sending the hot water out. Depending on your rates, it may cost $1 per hour to run your hot water heater. Typical hot water heating installations can cost between $5,000 and $10,000, so be sure it makes sense in your case. Check out the incentives, rebates, and tax credits that will help reduce this cost. Another mechanism for heating water is for in-ground swimming pools. It may be possible to completely eliminate the use of pool heaters. The pool water is sent through a series of panels at high enough volume so that it only increases in temperature 1 or 2 degrees each time it passes through the panels. This way, there's no scalding or very hot water. It may take a week or two to bring a cold pool up to a comfortable swimming temperature, but daily use of the panels will keep the pool at a comfortable temperature. Depending on your setup, you may not need any additional pumps to move the water through the solar collector panels. Your savings may be $1 per hour of heater use. Rebates and tax incentives are also available. Another thing to look at with your in-ground swimming pool is your pool pump. Your motor may be on 10 or 12 hours per day. Savings with high-efficiency motors can pay for themselves in a year or two, and as with other expenditures, there may be incentives and credits to reduce your cost. Photovoltaic cells are a way to convert sunlight into electricity. Installation of an array of panels will greatly reduce your electricity costs. However, don't expect for them to pay for themselves just yet. While it's true that the maintenance costs are very low and there is no fuel cost, repair and replacement need to be figured in. Tax credits and rebates are available to help make the system more affordable. Typically, a system can cost $30,000 to $40,000 before rebates and credits. As these prices fall, these systems will become more economical. When evaluating photovoltaic, decide how long you expect to live in your house. If that time is over 10 years, ignore the salesman's claim that your property will appreciate in value when you install the photovoltaic panels. While that may be true, you won't be able to see that appreciation until you sell your house. Further, in 10 years, your panels won't be very valuable to the next buyer. How much is a 5-year-old computer worth now? In looking at a system that stores electricity in batteries, plan on replacing those batteries in a few years. Tremendous research is being done in photovoltaic systems, and prices will probably come down greatly in the next few years. But in 2009, these systems do not generally pay for themselves. They may still be the right thing to do, but the economic payback just isn't there. When remodeling your house, be sure to consider energy savings and efficiencies. For example, when selecting a roof color in warm climates, choose a very light color to reflect heat. This will save on air conditioning. When looking at landscaping, plant shade trees near enough to the house to offer relief in the summer. Converting planting areas to concrete may make them easier to maintain, but will reduce conversion of carbon dioxide into oxygen. Low maintenance planting makes more sense than concrete in many situations. Appliance replacement is another chance to choose efficiency and get rebates. While it may not completely repay its cost to replace a working appliance, if you need to replace an appliance, energy efficiency usually costs less overall. Refrigerators may come close to paying for themselves in electricity savings, and it may even be worth replacing a working refrigerator. Washing machines use much less water now than they used to. This saves on drying too. We can all become a little bit more energy efficient. While it is a daunting task to do everything, taking one small step at a time is practical and helpful. Do the easy things that pay for themselves quickly. Then, you can come back and tackle more involved projects. If everyone does just a little bit, the impact will be large.